As a closing statement, briefly summarize why voters should elect you to the park board.
I love Decatur. Probably retire in Decatur. I'm a CPA. I have 2 master's degrees. So I've lived in New York City. I travel around the country now with my job at ADM, and I see what other park districts offer. I see what other communities offer, and Decatur offers just as much, if not more, than many of these communities. And I think we can only continue that. I disagree with a number of statements that have been made this evening. And I think now is the time, as Mr. Harrison said, a game changer. I mean, it truly is. And as long as you do it in a financially responsible way, and I'd like to think that my CPA, I at least understand numbers, if nothing else. And I would be happy to have your vote and to continue serving Decatur as a park board commissioner. Thank you.
Thanks. Hart?
Okay. I grew up in Decatur. I don't want to say terrorized. I grew up a block from Lions Park and about 4 blocks from Nelson Park. I wandered the lakefront and played softball and soccer and tennis and just about anything that there was. I learned how to play golf and enjoy it greatly here in town. I don't feel that the ordinary person has anybody really paying attention to them. When they started the lakefront development, I went down and copied all of the questions and all of the answers that people got, the red and the green dots, the numbers on each one. And I don't find the things that the people expressed then exactly what they are now. I would like to represent the people that are the ones that are retired, the ones that don't have as much, the ones that are feeling the pinch from all of the tax increases and the bite in the expenses going up, and try to make the park system better. When I was growing up, and before that, Decatur was known as Parks USA. I don't know that it would qualify for that now. I went to a run up in Bloomington, and my granddaughter went into one of the bathrooms at the pavilion in the park that it was in, and it was in a neighborhood park. And she was amazed at the quality of the park and how clean and well kept that park and everything else was. And it had a water feature in the neighborhood park. And I'd like to see something like that here so that the people of Decatur can enjoy their neighborhood parks and not worry about what's going to happen down there. If it's maintained, it might be a little safer.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Davis?
Well, as I said at the outset, I think Decatur has a very excellent park system. I think it's a park system to be very proud of. But I think the park board needs some scrutiny that they're not getting right now or not seeing right now. For example, I've earlier issued a press release having to do with the bidding processes for the miniature golf course. I think the bidding statute needs to be applied more often than it is. I think, as I said, with respect to the miniature golf courses, that was let without bids. There was another major project that was built out at the Hickory Point Golf Course, the pavilion out there that was just built last summer. It was built without bids, ostensibly as an emergency situation because they wanted to get it open for the golf tournament. I think the district needs to be more scrutinized with respect to how they spend our tax dollars. As I said, we have the second highest tax rate of any district in the state and the highest unemployment rate. Those two just don't jive. We need to get the biggest bang we can for our buck spent from the tax revenues that are generated. Again, I think the Park District overall is doing an excellent job. I think the commissioners are doing a good job, but I just think that things need to be looked at closer.
Mr. Harrison.
I'd appreciate your support on April 9th. I grew up somewhere else, but I am from Decatur. My kids are here. We're raising our kids here. The reason I'm involved in the parks and this whole political process in Decatur as a whole is to help with population decline and hopefully start population growth. The way we do that is to get families staying here and kids coming back here. That's why I'm running to be a park board commissioner, is so that someday my kids want to call Decatur home and do this for the next generation of this community. As a younger professional, I'm hoping my getting involved will inspire other younger professionals to also get involved in the process and help carry this community forward for decades to come. So thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
We got it done.